Hello, I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. We will be taking a look at Gemini, and you don't need to be a Gemini sun sign only. You could be a Gemini rising sign. You could be a Gemini moon. You can have heavy Gemini placements, or you could just have a lot of air in your chart. If you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you might resonate with some of the messages here. If you've clicked on this video, Spirit does have a message for you. Now, this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate. Please leave what does not. Take the messages that resonate with you. We'll be taking a look at 2022, the theme for Gemini for 2022, and then we will be looking at the transition going into 2023, and then what 2023 has to bring in here for Gemini. Don't forget to take a look at your rising sign and your moon sign as well, but we will get started. So we do have the Three of Swords in reverse here for Gemini for 2022. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we do have the Five of Wands. Okay, so it looks to be heart matters. I mean, when we see the Three of Swords, you know, that's iconic heartbreak right there. Within reverse could very well be someone that's healing. Someone may be working on just becoming a stronger person when it comes to heart matters, dealing with situations maybe a little differently than they have in the past, but really being aware of how they treat themselves in either other connections or how they're able to heal themselves from past hurt, past traumas, past situations. Potentially 2022, most of the year you've been healing from a situation or a connection in which, you know, heartbreak happened. So you've been really focused on trying to build yourself up. I do feel with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse that maybe, you know, because of the healing, because of the focus on trying to heal oneself, that the stability might have not have been fully there for you, Gemini. That maybe there's areas of where you felt like you haven't been as stable as maybe you have been in the past, or as secure and stable as you'd like to be. And, you know, I'm just picking up that maybe the focus might have been so much on this healing and coming out of this heartbreak, out of a situation that maybe was very painful, that maybe the stability kind of took a back seat, or the ability to really focus on career matters or build one's financial nest egg kind of took a back seat. With the Five of Wands, speaking of, you know, change and competition, I feel in this case could just very well be your own mental challenges within yourself. Maybe you feel as though, you know, the stability that you deserve or that you want has been a struggle for you mentally to kind of wrap your head around or to follow. So we will get some clarifiers here for this for Gemini. Spirit, can we get a clarifier for the Three of Swords? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Can we get a clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles, please, in reverse? We have the Six of Swords, and then a clarifier here for the Five of Wands. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. So I do sense here that maybe there was a significant relationship that you've had in the past. It didn't necessarily have to be from 2022, but that you're healing from. Could have very well been a soul contract with another. I do see with the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles could speak of, you know, compatible couple, soulmate type, a karmic relationship or situation that you're in with another that you were healing from. And I do feel as though, you know, this card being the Nine of Pentacles, speaking of that stability that, you know, you're potentially feeling at a loss for, being independently, financially free and successful and stable on your own is really the focus of having to heal your heart and having to heal yourself so that you're able to stand on your own two feet independent of anyone else, and moving away from challenging situations, mental situations that that might have just caused you strife and stress. I just feel as though, you know, your thoughts might have been your biggest challenge here around 2022. You know, maybe your dialogue with yourself, but I do sense, you know, you were really working hard in 2022 from moving away from these challenging situations. And I do feel as though might have been a lot of internal struggles and challenges for you. And I do feel as though they stem from this relationship or this connection. Okay, so let's take a look at the transition into 2023 for Gemini. What is this transition here going into 2023 for Gemini Spirit? Thank you very much. All right, Gemini. So going into 2023, we have the King of Cups. We have the Empress. Ooh, very powerful cards so far. And we do have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. I'm sensing here you're going into 2023 with an open heart. I feel as though potentially the healing that you've done for 2022 has kind of come to its tail end. Going into 2023, I feel as though there is a desire to embrace love again. I feel as though there's a desire to see what you're able to find, to free yourself up when it comes to your emotions in order to experience maybe that side of love that you might have been missing, that joy, you know. And with the High Priestess here in reverse, you could have very well been denying or neglecting this side of what you, I guess, could experience because of the fact of this heartbreak is kind of consuming you, wanting to move away from emotional or I guess mental anguish really here with the Six of Swords. That I think for 2023 you're feeling ready, you're feeling like you're open to love. Now this is probably the saddest Empress that I've seen, you know, so I think there's still, and then she does have that kind of across her body kind of as a defense bar. So I feel as though even though you're stepping into 2023, I do feel as though there is still a hesitation here, you know, and maybe someone's coming in with an offering, but they don't seem to be very pushy. I feel as though maybe there's an offering of love on its way, or maybe you're ready to make an offer of love, but there's this kind of this stop period, I think. Maybe some hesitation, maybe some consideration, maybe just contemplation about whether to move forward with love. But there, with the High Priestess in reverse, it seems to be like someone might be ignoring, you know, a side of themselves for quite some time, and it could very well be because of that heartbreak. So we will ask for some clarifiers here for this row. Now for the King of Cups, this card that fell on the ground in reverse, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, and then for the Empress, we have the World. No, sorry, the Judgment in reverse. And then for the High Priestess in reverse, we have the Temperance. Okay, so I do feel that you're freeing yourself up from these mental challenges, battles that maybe you've had within yourself, maybe dialogue, mental prisons with the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel as though you're setting yourself kind of free, maybe free to re-examine emotional matters of the heart that you might have not have been in the past. But I do feel like here with the Judgment in reverse that maybe you're not fully open as you might feel that you are. Like I said, you know, the Empress is kind of speaks of love, fertility, but she does kind of look like she's not very happy. She kind of still looks guarded, and maybe there's this hesitation that maybe getting hurt again might happen. So there is some sort of caution happening here, but Spirit is, you know, bringing forward this temperance, that there is this need to balance out yourself, and maybe this area of your life that you've been neglecting needs to have this right amount of effort and energy put into it in order to emotionally fulfill an area of yourself that might have been neglected for some time because of past pains, okay, past heartaches. Here for Gemini, we'll take a look at 2023. And what does 2023 bring for Gemini here, Spirit? What does 2023 bring for Gemini? Thank you very much. So we have the World in reverse. And the World comes after Judgment. So I see the Judgment is here in reverse. And we do have the World in reverse. But the World card comes right after Judgment. So I do feel like we're moving along, at least in the right direction. We have the Nine of Cups upright. So emotional fulfillment, getting one's wish, one's desires here. And then with the King of Wands in reverse. So I do feel like still with the card in reverse, you know, there is potentially still some closure that might need to happen for you to feel completely healed. I mean, you know, when are we ever really completely healed? But I still feel like there's still some healing going on here. You know, the world hasn't fully come to a conclusion. There's still some maybe further healing that is required, or at least that you feel that you need to do. But I do feel here with the Nine of Cups that there is this emotional fulfillment. There's this getting one's wish, one's desires, one's satisfaction, you know, emotionally with 2023. But I do sense that with the King of Wands in reverse, that it's not nothing that you have to go out to completely uncover or find. I do feel as though this is coming in for you. You know, the King of Wands would be a driver, somebody who sets out a plan and kind of goes after it and really stops at nothing to make something happen. I feel it within in reverse that maybe you're not as super focused on going after what it is that making something happen here, you know. A clarifier here for the World in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, for the Nine of Cups in reverse, or sorry, the Nine of Cups upright, we have Death. That's upright. And a clarifier for the King of Wands in reverse. We've got the Page of Cups. Okay, so Spirit is cautioning, just, you know, maybe you feel as though you're more healed than you potentially are. You know, this Queen in reverse is my bitch card. I mean, when the Queen of Swords comes in reverse, that, you know, this could very well be somebody who is emotionally cold, maybe someone who is not as open or loving. It's kind of, yeah, pretty harsh. And I feel like with the Death card here that maybe you're transitioning away from having a cold stance when it comes to matters of the heart, emotional matters. You know, there has to be a letting go of maybe past situations or circumstances. Maybe there's this fear that, you know, I may get hurt again, or, you know, half in, half out, not fully letting go. That I feel like this Spirit wants is this Death card is saying to fully kind of let go of any sort of past pains, you know, maybe being in this kind of cold energy in order to get what it is that you want, which is this full emotional fulfillment. And because I do sense that a lot of you guys might not be driving after it, that there is this emotional offering coming in with the Page of Cups that speaks of communication. The Cup speaks of emotions. You know, there's this budding relationship at its infancy, at its, you know, ground level, I guess, to start something. that has the potential to bring in this emotional fulfillment to you. But there is this death that kind of needs to happen here. And I do feel as though the death is talking about, you know, maybe fully letting go of some of this heartbreak that was experienced in the past. So we will pull 3 cards here just for 2023 here for Gemini, so we can get further insight into Gemini for 2023. Thank you, Spirits. 10 of Pentacles. There it is. Full abundance, full emotional fulfillment with your, you know, that's family, that's a legacy, that's building something worth lasting. Here we have the 6 of Swords. It is in reverse, and we have the 6 of Swords in reverse here, which is really having a difficult time letting go of this heartbreak. Okay, so I do feel as though what Spirit's cautioning is trying to move away from what mentally cause pain, mental thoughts, maybe what you tell yourself, you know. There's still some hanging on, difficulty moving away from that. It has to be an end to this emotional turmoil and pain. And really, with the Ace of Swords, this is this new clarity, this is this new insight, this is stepping forward with a new mindset, you know, despite adversity, despite heartache, still pressing forward to try a new situation, or a situation with a new mindset, you know. And it could very well be entering a same situation with a new mindset and maybe making the most of it here for some of you guys, what I'm getting. Yeah, for some of you guys, I am getting maybe re-entertaining a situation again with further clarity. Now the Death card could just be the end of, you know, hanging on to that heartache or that fear of getting one's heart broken again. But with the 10 of Pentacles, that is, you know, a legacy. That's a family coming together and building something for future generations. So I do see that for 2023 for you, Gemini. So yeah, that's all I have here for Gemini 2023. If you like this reading, leave a like. You can leave a comment. Yeah, we'll see you again. Bye.